Hey, Chalkin History friends, it's Shelly. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Say hello as you hop on. You'll see a red live box if you're live with me. Otherwise, you are catching the replay. You can rewind, fast forward, pause. I know a lot of people will just kind of skip to the end, but don't miss those important parts. Like, how am I doing what I'm doing? There we go. Gotta wait till we get live. All right, we are playing with the March 2026 Club Couture project. And I am waiting on my 9-inch pillow insert. Actually, I bought a 10-inch pillow insert that comes Saturday or Sunday. And then I have a 9-inch not coming until like the 12th or something. So I'm thinking the 10-inch is probably going to be not the greatest quality, so it will work. But you never know. It could be a nice firm 10-inch pillow. I don't know. We'll see. So we're going to use some other surfaces and just to show you how versatile this transfer is. If you are a Peanuts fan, comment Peanuts or with a peanut emoji. I would love to see all the peanut fans out there. Let's just say comment Peanuts. Where's my Peanuts emoji? There they are. Oops. All right, so comment Peanuts or use the peanut emoji if you are a fan. All right, so I have our simple square surfaces. You get 2 per order. So like when you order them, you get 2 each. So I have 2 orders of those. Here is your March Club transfer. Isn't it adorable? It's kind of giving that, is it Andy Warhol vibes? Is that it? So that's that. It comes with, you get, and if you're a brand new subscriber, you get a brand new mini squeegee the first time you receive your club. Otherwise, you get your transfer, you get a surface, you either get inks or pastes, whatever they decide to bundle up for you that month. But this is an F size. Isn't it adorable? Let's get rid of that because this is just too cute. And then you get the square pillow. So it's a 9-inch pillow. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the insert that I get will fit. So if not, it's okay, but we'll still do it once I get it, okay? So we're gonna put that aside, along with the inks. Because it's a pillow, you're gonna wanna use the ink, just so in case something happens and you need to throw it in the wash, it'll wash nicely, it'll dry nicely. Otherwise, you could use paste if you wanted to. You can also color this. Like if you want to do a RIT dye bath. I know people have watered down our inks and colored pillows and fabrics before as well. So that's also a possibility. All right, so we'll just stick that to the side. I also thought our 9-inch mainstay frame would be a good and a perfect surface that fits right in there. Look how it fits perfectly inside. So that would be easy to just plop it in there and do it. And then you could color it in too if you wanted to color it in, because like that Andy Warhol look is those brights, neon type colors. So you can get really creative with that. If I were to do it, let's see, let's talk about the ink colors you get. You get black. So they give you black, Cadet and Bumblebee. That's the ink color. So I pulled my Cadet out. I pulled my Bumblebee out. And then as they do the project, they mix Cadet and Bumblebee to make a green. And then they add more blue to make kind of like a really dark tealish color or aqua color. However, if you have other inks or you want to purchase different color singles, we do have inks in singles. Whew, that's a mouthful. We do have that. So what I thought I would do is I grabbed my Candy Apple and Meadow. So this would be my blocks on my pillow. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. All right. Now that we talked about that, you get your club. It comes to you every month. You get billed every month. If you're a perk member, you get 30% off of your club membership. And today is the last day to sign up as a perks member and get half off your subscription fee just for this month. You get a $20 credit product every month that you can spend within 30 days. And it's Perks Palooza, you guys. That's why good things are happening this month. Between the 1st and the 9th of March, we are offering $5 flat shipping for US orders of $50 or more, and $8 flat rate shipping for Canadians of orders 65 or more. So comment club, comment perks, and we'll get you all set up, okay? So I thought I would use these today. I thought that might be fun to use these. So let's put this aside. We could, like if we do this, we could situate them so that they're kind of like that. And then we can use our hole punch to connect them. That'd be kind of cool to connect them and then make a nice big hanging piece. You could put magnets on the back to make magnets out of them. I don't know what I'll do with mine just yet, but we'll at least get them on the little pieces and then we'll figure it out. Okay. Awesome. Let's see. So I think I'm going to use our new color of the month. I'm going to use Struggle Bus for one. Let's use, this is Home. What's this one? Home. Gonna need a black. Don't need bright white. Should we use Home? Let's use different colors. Black, you could use Cadet. Let's see. Where's my reds? Here, let's move some things around here. Ooh, I should do purple. Duchess. Let's see here. What was this one? This is Cherry. We'll use Cherry. And then we just need a really awesome green. And I think I'm going to go with Ivy. That's Meadow. Let's get Ivy. We're going to go with some really warm, rich solids. Ivy. Yeah, these are going to be my colors. Look at that scrumptious lineup. Okay. And we'll need black to do the outline. So what I'm going to do is color each square a different color. And then we'll go from there. All right. Time to color. Let's open up this Struggle Bus. This, you guys, is pretty much the exact same color as a school bus. I'm gonna grab my garbage so I can throw this out. Look at that. That is like perfect. Perfect struggle. The perfect struggle bus. Okay, I am gonna try, instead of dirtying a foam brush, I'm gonna try one of these makeup sponges. I'm gonna see how that works. Okay. So we're just gonna kind of paint this on. Do I want to dab? I don't know if I want to dab. feel like I should put something under this though. Ooh, this gives me an idea for an Easter project. All right, I'm just going to kind of spread it and then we're going to dab it. We'll definitely give it some texture. And we can always sand it down if we find that it's too much texture. I need a mat. Let me get a mat. Let's get a mat here. Probably easier just to go ahead and paint it on, but we don't do anything simple here. We do not do anything simple. Okay. The more I pounce, the more it smooths out, so that's good. But I do see a lot of texture in here, which I'm kind of digging. So we just need to get that little spot here. Let's do this. Let's kind of hold it down since this is not cooperating here. Ooh, well, that's not nice. We'll fix that. A little bit more here. This is a great color for Tweety Bird or Woodstock. Can't seem to get this part colored. Doesn't want to stay dark there. All right, let's get this spread out here. Just not sticking. It's not flat either. It's kind of a little wonky. My mat, that is. That's just so weird. That center does not want to color. Or I'm just keep picking it up. Actually, I kind of like the, you can kind of see kind of the lines that I'm making in there. Kind of looks cartoony. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. And we'll probably put Charlie Brown on the yellow. That makes sense to me. Okay, let's put that aside to dry. So Struggle Bus is a must. It's a great color. This isn't really, I need to wash this probably to bring it back to its stickiness. So we'll just forget about that. Let's tear these apart. Let's do the blue. Now I think I'm going to do Lucy on blue. This is the home. Oof, that was an awesome color. This came out about, I'm going to say around spring last year for all of our 4th of July projects and all that last year. So that probably came out around this time. So if you have home, that's a great color. Cadet is also a great color for a nice dark blue. Just, of course, getting all dirty. All right, let's bring over one of these. A new one of these. We're just gonna start. Let's get it on and then we'll dab it. I just have to accept the fact that my fingers are going to get dirty. There we go. Now let's kind of see if we can put some kind of a crazy pattern in here. Are you able to see that? Oh, I like it. Well, that really, like, this coated down this very nicely. Maybe I'll do a second coat on that yellow. We'll see. Because this turned out great. I barely spent any time on that. Okay. Oops, I see an edge here. Yeah, I mean, holy cow, that's kind of cool. Okay, put that aside. This is your home. Like I said, this was a color they came out with last year. Let's do our ivy. Oh my gosh, I love our ivy. We're gonna have to do, what color should we do Snoopy? I guess we'll do Snoopy in red. Yeah, I think we'll do Snoopy in red. All right, let's see if this works for this color too. Ivy's a great color. I was happy with Ivy when that came out. I would love a color like this. That's what I would like. I keep requesting it and I keep not seeing it being released. Would you guys use like a color like that, like twine or MDF? They could call it twine or stain or I don't know, what would you name it? Fiberboard, draft board. Okay, we're just kind of dabbing it around. I'm getting dirty. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, I'm probably going to do the Struggle Bus one a second time. Probably going to do that. And then this was the Cherry. Cherry is also a fave. Okay, scoop it up. Spread it. A little bit more here. Definitely, well, I'm thinking that I might do the holes and hang it. I like this technique. Covers up any imperfections, not that there are any. Put that over there to dry. Let's get, I am just messy Marvin over here. Messy Marvin. Let's get the yellow one again. Worst case, we can turn it over and do the other side, but let's see if we can improve on this one, shall we? Could probably wet it a little bit, help it spread. We're almost covered. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna pounce. Definitely better. All right, definitely better. All right, we'll let that one dry again. All right. Well done, well done. Okay, let's get cleaned up here. Then we'll get our transfer out. We'll make sure these are nice and dry. I'm not sure I'm gonna wax. I think we're just gonna go for it. I have one more of these covers. I should just replace it all together. Okay. Let's see here. Let's make sure these are all dry. Look at those colors, they're amazing. Ooh, that kind of looks like leather, the way it's drying. I like that look. You want to make sure these are good and dry. Okay. These are just makeup sponges, and sometimes if I just let it dry, like I don't try to rinse it out. It's too much of a hassle. I just like cut it, and then I keep using it until I can't use it no more. The yellow I know is still wet, so I'm not going to try to touch that one yet. Look at those colors. Oh, they're amazing. We have stands. You can put them just in one of our stands. nice check edges, guys. Make sure that doesn't happen. And then make sure you have some, either your placement tape, or I'll probably use some of my washi tape. That works just as well. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move these out of here so we don't get this all over. Get a wipe. All right. All right. Okay, let's grab our transfer. Again, here's our transfer. It's an F size, which is 9 by 9. Get this open. All right. This is called Peanuts Portraits. Okay, this is Charlie Brown, Snoop, Snoopy. I'm just labeling them in case I would separate it. As a club member, and this is Linus, you have an opportunity to get additional kits, which is amazing. I'm going to keep mine together, but I just still wanted to do that. All right, so on the yellow, I think we're going to do Charlie Brown. So let's put these aside. Take the entire thing off. And I learned from my upline a little trick. Actually, I think she took a piece of paper. Let's see. Do I have paper? Let's see, what's this? Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. I have... I'm just going to kind of take this parchment paper, see if this works. I'm going to kind of crumple it. And she sanded her wood with paper. I think I'm going to do that. See what happens. She just rubbed it. And it's like waxing it and buffing it. Look at, you see the shine? That's just like waxing it. Is that like amazing? Who even thought that was a thing? Who thought? It's just parchment paper. You can use regular paper too. And that just smooths it out. That's incredible. Okay, let's try this. Let's get him all centered. This is 5 inches. I want to say each block was about 4 1/4 maybe. So let's try to get this. What if we did from top to bottom? No, that leaves too much at the bottom. I think we need to, so we're looking at right here. I think we need to go a little bit to the left. And I think, yeah, just a little bit to the left. We should be okay. I took off a little bit of that yellow there. I did see that little bump in there. We can fix that though. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I lined it up at the top. We're going to line it to the side. Just kind of flatten it out. Okay. So we want to get a nice frame, right? So I'm going to take my washi tape, or you can use your placement tape. I'm just going to come under it right here. You want to make sure it's flat or it's straight. So I'm going to kind of bring it closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. This is like taping off. Okay. So I covered it here. I'm going to cover it here, and then here, so that we can form that box. There's that. Bring it close again. There. Turn it one more time so I can do there. Oh my goodness, there we go. So fun. Okay, this should work. All right, let's get out our black velvet. Kind of bring it to the middle. Get smeared on there. Grab a little bit more. Okay. Whenever I'm working with washi tape, or careful we don't hit Lucy. Washi tape or our placement tape, I go over the tape and into my design. You don't want to go that way or into your tape, because you risk maybe shoving some of that paste or ink underneath, and you could possibly have it blur. So I try not to do that. Okay, let's get the excess here. Or go along the side of it. Try not to hit that, Snoopy. Trying to get rid of that excess here. Okay. Ooh, are you guys ready? Are you ready? Okay, ready? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness. How fun is that? Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Ooh, this would be fun for a kid's room if they had like a Peanuts themed bedroom. How cute is that? I'll just need to touch up that little piece. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. Let's get this dry. I love it. So cute, you guys. So we only need to just kind of touch up that little spot there and maybe a little bit there. So let's do that now before I forget, before it doesn't get done. And let's see, we're just going to take a little bit here. Okay, deep breath that I don't ruin this. Gotta get that to blend in. Are you holding your breath with me? Just want to blend that out so it's not too noticeable. Really should be there. Can't even tell it's there. Oh my gosh. And then a little on his chin. He's got a little bit missing from his chin. Let's just grab a dot. Fix up that chin, Charlie Brown. Chin up, buddy. Oh my gosh, so cute. So stinking cute. Eek. I love him. Charlie, how cute. Okay, let's get that dry. Can't even tell, it blends right in. Yay! Oh my gosh, you guys, there's Charlie. So cute. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, got that one. Grab that transfer again. Let's see. We could do Snoop. Let's do Snoop. All right, let's take off that tape. Grab it off of here. I don't try to reuse my tapes because it just makes me messy. Let's do, who was going to be red? I think we said Snoopy was going to be red. Let's do Snoopy. Snoopy Noopy. Okay. Same thing. I think we're going to try to go to the corner and then we'll tape off our square. We got tape on the opposite side. This is exciting. Oh my gosh. Right? Because blue, green. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, there's that. That. We're just forming a box. There's that. We are going to have to tape that off because knowing me, I will definitely forget where I am and go over that. There's that. And then we have got to cover his hair up. Perfect. Okay. All right, we're not going to move that transfer. We're going to just keep it right there. We're going to grab some black and let's get Snoopy. Hold on. Watch Charlie Brown's ear there. I know I would have hit that Linus's head if I didn't tape that. Okay, everything's covered now. Let's smooth some things out. Smooth out any lines if you have any. Okay, let's see how Snoopy turned out. I'm sure he turned out amazing. Take your time. Oh, you know what? I forgot to sand it down with my parchment paper. Oh my God, how cute. So cute. Oh my gosh, look at cutie Snoopy. One little red dot there. Let's see, do I have any red on here? It's dry. Oh my goodness, let's get that dry. How cute is he? I wonder if I did it afterwards, if it would still look the same. So darn cute, you guys. Snoop. All right, let's bring this over again. I feel like I should just, I was gonna use a finger, but then maybe not. I literally just need one little dot to cover that. Okay. So cute. Come on, guys, say it with me. So cute. So cute. Oh my gosh, he's adorable. All right. So far, so good. I'm afraid to do this over the black because I feel like I might smear the back black. But I'm just gonna kind of, oops, I took off that little dot I just put down. Definitely shining it up. I'm doing it kind of not so rough because I really don't want to ruin Snoopy. Don't want to ruin him. It is coming, the black is kind of coming off a little bit, so note to self, do it ahead of time. But holy moly, he's cute. All right, I need that red again. Not that corner, was it that corner, that corner? Okay, hang on. One last little dot. Okay, perfect. Now we won't touch him anymore. We're gonna let him dry and keep our hands off Snoopy. Okay, let's do Lucy. Oh, let's sand these guys first with our tape or our paper. I'm gonna get a new one since that had black on it. And look at the green. You see how it kind of looks like butter. Okay, there's that one. I did the lighter color first because I didn't want to put blue on green, because it does come off a little bit. What a cool concept, that paper can sand wood. Crazy. Okay, let's get Lucy. Come here, Luce. Okay, we gotta get that tape off. Come on. That off. And we're gonna have to tape off probably on Snoopy so that that doesn't, so that we don't transfer that. All right, so let's go to the side and to the bottom. All right, it's getting harder and harder to see, but we can do this. We've got this. Block it off there. I'm definitely gonna block off Charlie Brown up there, because we don't want that. Just go straight across. One here and then one there, and then we could do Lucy. Lucy. There's that one. Oops. And then last one. Okay. That makes our box. We're not worried about that. We should be okay there. Okay, let's get this chalked. Concentrate on Lucy's hair first. I'll just go straight down. Some of that excess off. You want to smooth out any lines. Sometimes these squeegees can make a line if you leave a little bit too much of paste behind in one spot or another. Lucy's gonna look good. Okay, Luce. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my gosh, she looks amazing. Nice and slow. She's hard to see, isn't she? But she does look good. Let's see how she dries. That was a little dark, but it's okay, right? It's all part of the, there you go. It's all part of the design. She's got to be blue. She always wears blue. Can't tell if that's a white fleck or what that is. Yeah, I think it was. Okay. Loose. Okay, let's put her aside. And then Linus. I kept saying Schroeder yesterday, I think. Linus Schroeder, I don't know. They're all friends. Doesn't matter. Okay. Get all this washi tape off. You want to get it off anyway because you're going to have to wash this in water. So we want to get this off. We got one more to go. Exciting, exciting, exciting. We forgot to sprinkle this out. Okay. Last one, guys, last one. So we're gonna go line it on the side and on the bottom. That is crooked. Move that so I don't put my transfer in the jar. Okay. Is that gonna be crooked? Maybe a little bit. We don't want that. Right. All right, we just have to take this guy off and then we will be done. And then I'll have to decide how I want to display it. I think it would be fun as a wall hanging. I just definitely like that you can separate the characters, you know, that they don't always have to be together. That if you just love Snoopy, you can have the Snoopy square. There we go. Oh, we'll have to do Snoopy so that we don't chalk that. And then we'll just have to hit that corner. Remember the Peanuts Friends Forever bundle that we did yesterday? I found the other transfer with the smaller wood stock. So if you stick around, we'll play with that one too. Okay. Let's finish this, shall we? Make sure you're getting everywhere of that box. I know it's hard to see because we've chalked over some of it already. Okay. Excess off. Don't forget to comment peanuts or use the peanut emoji if you are a Peanuts fan. I want to know how many of you are out there. Of course, the Christmas special was always the one I wanted to watch when I was a kid. Okay. Messy, messy, messy. Yay! There he is. Cute. Get that dried up. Just have to fix a couple spots. But it looks like I wanted to come up a little bit. Let's get a little brush, I think. I'm gonna just kind of pick up some of the excess here. And just gonna kind of dab it in there. Fill in those little speckles. Don't drop the brush shell. Okay, a little bit on this edge. We should be okay. Yay. Oh my gosh, I love how they turned out. So cute. Okay, let me look at them. I love it. Okay. All right, let's get our dirties away. Don't need black anymore. We might need white. Well, I'm gonna need white for the next little project we're gonna do. All right, so that's that. Oops. Wash all that off. Isn't he cute? So cute. Little Linus man. Okay, so here we got Linus, and Snoopy and Lucy. Let's move this stuff here. Lucy and our best friend Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. My gosh, you guys, so darn cute. So darn cute. Who's your favorite? Tell me who your favorite is in the comments. Oh my gosh, I love these. They turned out so good. So let's see, how are they arranged here? It's this one, so Snoopy, Charlie Brown, then Snoopy, and then Lucy, and there, that's better. Cute. So what we can do is put holes here, 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 and here, and here, and here. Tie them together, and then maybe somehow get some kind of a hanger. Oh my gosh, so cute. Or you can hang them separately. Put little magnets on them. Put little holes in them and just hang them separately. Oh my gosh, so cute. I love it. Okay, we're gonna put these guys to the side. And we are gonna finish building our wood stack to go with, yay, I found it, the Peanuts Classic Minis. We were looking for this yesterday. I had to look, I had to look a lot to find it. I forgot I had a different bin that I put all those, gosh, that was, I want to say that was early of last year that came out. All right, so I'm using this Star Bond Thick to put it together here. Should dry fast. So I kind of take my fingers and align the grooves. And then we're gonna let that sit. Let's build another layer. This is about 6/8 thick. Hold it. It takes about a minute to really start to stick. Sometimes when I put it down, then it moves on me, so I'm going to kind of hold this guy in my hand here. We'll stack it all into one piece, and then we'll color him white. And then we'll chalk on him. You don't want to put too much glue because then it oozes. And then you get it all over yourself, and you don't want to do that. You still move it around a little bit. Let's see how this one is. Want it to be able to stand on its own. Let's give this time to set. Maybe what we'll do is while that's setting, let's get at least one colored. What do you think? I'm just gonna take one of these and brush it on here. kind of dabbing it on. And I'm using our white because that does, our bright white, that does tend to match our chubbies, all of our wood cutouts and stuff. Let's give him just a little, did I even hit it? A little squirt, just a little squirt. There, that little bit of water helped immensely. There we go. Okay, let's get it dry. Making our own chubby. Let's see here. Didn't hit a little bit of his hair. Let's try that again. Put this piece on top of this piece. Okay. Put this on top of here. Get it lined up. Stand him up, it looks good. Let's let him just dry like that since he's up. Bring over our transfer. Again, this is the Peanuts Classic Maze. Got Charlie Brown, Cy, Linus, Lucy, Snoopy. Is that Linus again, I guess, with the striped shirt? Sally, Peppermint Patty, and good old Woodstack. Let's see here. We're going to cut that apart. Here's Charlie Brown's shirt pattern, which is fun. You have like a little tiny little polka dot pattern there. And then some wavy lines there. Okay. Let me mark on here. Woodstock. This is from the Peanuts Classic Minis. Okay. And then we're going to do the good old trick here. Let's see if paper towel, will a paper towel sand it? Why not? Right? Let's see, why not? Anything. Look how shiny that's getting. Can you tell? It's getting shiny. That. Don't even need wax. It's very smooth. Okay. Let's take this off. Mr. Woodstock. Let's get that on. I also love that they made the transfers more see-through, more transparent. It's just so helpful. Let's just get our, shouldn't need a whole lot. Okay, excess off. Put that back there. There. Let's take this off. Oh my goodness. So cute. Oh my gosh, so cute. Let's get that dry, and then we're going to color him in. And then we'll finish building him. All right, remember yesterday we used some acrylic paint markers. So let's do that again. Try not to get too close to the black. Is that the color we used yesterday? I don't know. I feel like it was darker. Let me bring the other one up here. Oh, yeah, I guess it was. It doesn't like this surface. Okay, I'm gonna switch tips here because it doesn't like painting on this surface for some reason. Gotta finish now. Yeah, it doesn't want to finish. Okay, so we're gonna do our best here. We may have to do the black lines again. It's fine. It's fine. Just kind of go a little bit further, and then we'll do the lines on top again. It's just like dotting, basically. Trying to stay within those black lines. We're good there. Let's get them dry, and then we'll do the transfer again. Line it back up. There's that. Do a little shift here. Too much. I just shifted ever so slightly and it's not cooperating. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's do the black one more time. Let's open it back up. Okay. Okay. Get that in there. Close that up. Move this carefully. Oh yeah, how cute. See, you just need to put the details back. How cute. So cute. Let's get him dry. All right, and then we'll apply this to the last layer. And then our wood stock will be complete. And the gang will be complete. Oh, goodness. Of course, I'll have to paint the edges white to make him look like a chubby. We're gonna let that sit there for a minute. Do that. Okay, we're gonna let him dry. Let's bring the gang up. Remember the gang? We got Lucy and Linus. We originally made that size woodstock. But if we're going to keep things, you know, a little bit more in proportion, I think that woodstock is a better fit than that guy, although he is cute. So there's our gang with an extra little woodstock. Cutie patootie. Keep him in line. All right, guys, there you have it. So this month's club is the Peanuts portraits. All of the gang is here. Let's see, we can put that there. Peanuts galore. Get that out of there, get that out of there. Let's see. Okay. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed today's demo. Don't forget, today's the last day to sign as a Perks member and get half off. You can still join starting tomorrow at full price. But get that $10 off. You still get the $20 back in product credit. You get privy to promos and sales and all the things. You get to join our community on Facebook. We have a really good time. All right.